Well. Hello there, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here, for your likes, your shares, your hypes, your subscribes. Wow. Aren't you glowing, my friend? Picking up a lot of glowingness about you. Or some sort of a glow up is about to happen, my friend. I feel ultimately you are right now in between worlds. That's what I feel. There's a lot of purple energy. Okay, Spirit has guided me to select a purple ball for you / cup for your reading. So for some of you, I'm hearing you're going to be seeing this ball in a different way. It's like you may have been seeing a cup and now you're going to be seeing a ball. And the ball is usually bigger than a cup. Okay, so it's like you're seeing the bigger picture, if I can say it that way. You're seeing a bigger picture when it comes to a particular area of your life. For some of you, I'm hearing it's like you're finally, my friend, receiving a handle on a particular situation in your life, a particular thing. It's really crazy. When I look at your spoon, and it's a spoon that we're going to be using in today's reading for you, its end point is a flower. Yes, and Spirit has guided me when I open the cabinet. So I feel like you're going to be opening some sort of a cabinet, my friend. I have been trying to figure out what to use for your reading. Okay, so you might be in this energy of the Seven of Cups. You're going to be seeing options, opportunities. Okay, for some of you, there has been an energy of confusion. It's like, what do I choose? And Spirit has guided me to select the basil. Okay, so for some of you, literally, I feel like you're going to be cooking, maybe even creating, I'm hearing from Spirit, a new dish. And you're going to be using basil in your dish. And that's going to be a huge success. Okay. So I feel like with the basil energy, if you think about the basil, this is actually dried basil, by the way. You may have been seeing a situation being a square, but you're going to see it as a diamond because it's like your perspective is changing. Okay, there's something about change of shape, your life changing its shape. I'm hearing from Spirit. Wow. If you think about the fresh basil blooms pink, not pink. So there's a correction for some of you happening, and there's a reason why I say certain things in the reading, especially, my friend, if you're new here. Produces purple, not pink. Pink, purple, both colors starts with the letter P. So letter P may mean something to you. Okay, I feel like you're changing your perspective, letter P. Okay, so there's a strong letter P in your energy. Blooms with purple flowers. Okay, so I feel like, and by the way, Spirit is going to show you a way, I'm hearing. Okay, you are in between worlds, in between realms. Basil is it's an herb. Okay, it's a royal herb, and royalty, my friend, is associated with the color purple. Okay, I'm hearing from Spirit there's something about our royal blood, and I'm hearing from Spirit how will this reading apply to you will solemnly depend where you came from or where you come from. Okay, so for some of you it's closely related to the past. Okay, it's like a continuation. For others of you, it's where you come from, where your ancestry lies. You know, you may come from the Mediterranean. You may like to cook. You may like to eat Mediterranean food. You may like to eat Italian food. Okay, there's a strong energy of Europe here, I feel. Strong energy of India. as well. Okay, so you might be Indian. Basil is strongly associated, excuse me. So it's like you're going to be finally getting a handle on a situation. You may have been, my friend, using a particular tool, I'm hearing, but it's like you had trouble getting a handle on it. You might be into meditation. You may have just started meditation, and it's like you have had difficulty getting a handle on this meditation. You may just recently started to do offerings. There's strong energy of magic that I feel here as well. And it's like now you're getting a handle on it. You know, it's like you know how to work it, if I can say it that way. But going back to India, basil is strongly associated with the goddess Tulsi, okay? And she's a goddess of purity. She's basically the threshold between heaven and earth, okay? So again, I feel like you're being closely guided and protected by the goddess Tulsi while you are transitioning. There's a strong energy of transition here that I feel, okay? You have a very strong tool, my friend, or you will have, please take it how it resonates, okay? I'm hearing from spirit, angel number 333 may mean something to you, angel number 777, okay? You may have recently been seeing these numbers, you know, on repeat, okay, if I can say it that way. But you're starting a new cycle, and it begins with this reading. It begins with basil. You know, there's strong energy, obviously, here of basil. So it's like something I'm hearing from spirit is going to be made obvious to you. And I'm hearing from spirit, this is happening for a lot of you overnight. There's some sort of a major shift that's happening overnight. You might be seeing something, you might be receiving some form of a gift. Okay, you're receiving some, it's like, I feel like whoever you are, you're going to be seeing something. And whatever this is, my friend, at the first light, at the break of dawn, I'm hearing from spirit, it's like you're going to be researching, you're going to be investigating. There's an element here of curiosity from you. And it has to do with basil, metaphorically saying, or literally, okay? You're receiving some sort of a gift. For some of you, it's from your ancestors. It's like where you come from. Your ancestors are making you aware of this gift, my friend. And it's like at the first light, the new cycle, should I say, is beginning for you, okay? Wow. A lot of messages. Something that has been hidden is coming to light. It's finally being revealed, my friend, okay? For some of you, it's like your blindfold is unexpectedly going to fall off. And you're going to be seeing a situation from the bigger perspective, okay? Yes, you are. One more it is. So it's like for some of you, you're going to be making a decision to add one more of something, okay? And whatever this is, one more, okay? For some of you, it literally may entail a gift of flowers. You will be receiving unexpected delivery of flowers. For some of you, it has to even do with many tools. It's like you hold the master key. I'm hearing from spirit. You hold the master key. And this master key is going to generate more keys for you. Okay? It's that key of creation. Okay? That's the energy that I feel here. Strong key energy. Something is becoming unstuck. It's like I'm hearing from spirit, the bluebird, meaning the one who has really been in their feelings and maybe in their negative emotions, is changing color into the purple. Okay, so there's a shift happening when it comes to a color. There's a color that is changing. Okay, there's also strong energy here that I feel of blue cabbage or purple cabbage. Okay, red cabbage actually. Thank you, spirit. It's actually red cabbage. And this I'm seeing you cooking this cabbage, and this cabbage changes color. It's like almost that energy. Whatever it is that you're going to cook, I feel like whoever you are, you're going to be using red cabbage, and it's going to be changing color. Blue, like purple to blue. Literally, you may have literally colored something with red cabbage recently. Wow. You might be dealing with someone who's very talkative. Like, notice, I'm talking all the time. You might be someone who's always talking, you know? And it's like now you are stranger to something, and it's like you're very curious about this, okay? Some of you, it has to do with magic. It has to do with intuition, with spirituality. For some of you, I'm hearing you're beginning a spiritual journey. Collective spirit. Wow. Let's see what we have. You know what I feel? When I'm looking at this energy, I'm literally, you might be living out in the country somewhere, because the energy that I feel here, it's like, some of you are going to be going back to your home country, I'm hearing, and it's like, or out into the country. I'm literally picking up a strong energy of hay, you know, and you know how it is difficult to find a needle in a haystack. That's what you're going to be finding. But it's a good needle. It's a master key, my friend. You're the one who's finding the master key in the haystack. That's what I feel here. For the collective spirit, what do you have? For the collective, please. Okay. Some of you has to do with fragrance. I'm seeing number 10, literally. And you know, in some cultures, when you put number 1, only a straight line. In other cultures, you put, you know, like a line at an angle. You put a light and an angle at the top, and you put, you know, a straight line. And it's the same thing. It's number 1. So no matter how you look at it, my friend, you have a new cycle beginning for you. The number 10 here. I'm literally seeing number 10 right here. I'm also seeing number 79, may mean something to you, okay? Wow. And again, that's number 7. There's a strong indication here of number 7, okay? It's like you're reaping your rewards, my friend. Now it's your reward. And these rewards, my friend, are what's going to lead or have a great impact on your next cycle, on the cycle that you're entering into. You might be seeing a lot of numbers, my friend. Some sort of a number is going to stand out to you, because this 79 really is standing out to me, okay? What else, Spirit? Wow. I'm seeing a flower in bloom. Literally, like the 2 petals and what looks like a rose, peony, that type of an energy. You might have watched my readings, the 2 readings when I was talking about rose and peony. So there's something about a flower here. You're going to be seeing a different flower grow, or it's like you're going to be seeing your flower from a different perspective. Okay. There's also a change of flower. Okay. So if you are cooking, you're going to be changing your flour, I'm hearing. You know, you might have been using all-purpose flour. Now you might be using special flour, you know, that's used for baking, you know. So please take it how it resonates, okay? But it's like a change here. And you're realizing that something, some sort of a tool is going to be, I'm hearing from Spirit, much better to use, you know. What else, Spirit, for the collective? What else? Wow. I'm seeing a dragon here. I'm seeing literally a dragon sitting, looking at another energy here. If you are born the year of the dragon, my friend, expect for some sort of a communication. Someone is arriving from overseas, okay? Someone is communicating. There's also this energy that I feel of enchantment. It's like this dragon is literally enchanted by this much smaller energy. Yes, and it's like, I feel like this dragon is you. And I feel like you're very curious. You might be very curious about someone foreign, someone coming from a different country, from a different region. You may have been already watching them, very curious. Someone here got your attention, and you know how difficult it is for someone or something to get the dragon's attention, you know? But it's like now, it's like this energy is like much smaller than you. Has gained your attention. Someone wants your attention, my friend. That's what I feel here. I'm seeing the letter C, okay? So there's some form of a clarity and communication coming. Something that has been literally hanging. Some sort of a communication is being released. You are safe. You are protected. Okay? I'm seeing this also as energy of protection. It's like the hook will catch you in case you fall. So you have nothing to worry about, my friend, because yes, I was mentioning the energy of in between worlds, you know. You might have been on a rock, or a situation has been on a rock. You're leaving that energy, my friend. You're leaving that energy and you're heading towards abundance. What I'm seeing here are trees. A lot of growth, a lot of abundance here. Some of you are going to receive a communication, but it's like you need to take a leap in order to receive this abundance. Okay? Wow. What else? Spirit for the collective? Wow. This is the first time that I'm doing a reading using basil. Okay, so I feel like, my friend, whatever this new cycle is all about, it's like you have never been on such cycle before. Okay, seriously, you have not. Yes, but and I'm seeing the flying dragon. I'm seeing someone coming. Someone is on the move here. Yes, flying dragon. Wow. And it's crazy. At first, when I began this reading, I was actually reading the basil leaves, the dry leaves themselves. And now I'm reading the white portion, which is, again, a change of perspective. When you change your perspective, when you see the bigger picture, you're going to be seeing, you know, it's the same cup, you know, it's the same bowl. But it's like how you look at this picture that is changing. And for a lot of you, this is exactly what is happening. You may have been seeing a situation in the dark, metaphorically saying. Now you're seeing it in the light. And it's giving you a different vision, a new idea for some of you. You know, you may have used basil, you know, only one way. And now it's like you're creating a new dish. You're very curious about it, you know. Yes. Is going to provide you with a lot of growth, my friend. Maybe you're a cook. I don't know what this is all about. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. So you might be saying to yourself, I don't know what this is all about. You know, I don't know how to do it. I'm not familiar. Well, you're going to be gaining, my friend. It's like your curiosity, my friend, is greater than, for some of you, your fear, your indecision. There's something that you're very curious about. There's a magical door that is opening for you, my friend. Yeah, and I'm seeing you working. And someone has your back here, you know. For some of you, there's someone that you have not been paying attention to, someone that you have not been seeing. And it's like when you turn around, and again, when you turn around, you receive a different perspective, right? It's like your picture changes. And it's like, here I am, you know, here I am. So this can be an ancestor, whoever they are. Some of you have made an offering, I'm hearing, for your ancestor or for specific spirit and angel to protect you. And it's like I'm hearing this angel, this ancestor saying, I have always had your back. I am here. Some of you are going to connect with your ancestor, and it's happening overnight. Seriously. And it's like you're going to be in this energy I've never knew. And something right after you awakened, there's this energy of curiosity. I want to investigate. I want to find out about where I come from, for some of you. You know, there's this element of curiosity as to who you are. You know, and there's again something about a tool. Wow. Yeah, and for some of you, it's like it has been a slow process. It has been a slow time coming. I'm seeing what looks like a caterpillar, but it's like the caterpillar is, you know, it's the energy that I feel here. It's like the caterpillar thought because it's long, it can get to a destination much faster, but that's not the case. And that's what you're going to find out. You know, the more legs you have, my friend, the more challenging or the more difficult the road becomes, and the slower the whole process. Okay. So again, I feel like you're going to be choosing one. You're going to be making a choice, and you're going to be ultimately choosing the master key, not the many keys that only open one door. You're going to be choosing the one that's opening many doors, and that's creating and generating many other keys as you go along. Okay. I'm hearing from Spirit, there's only one key that you need. You don't need, my friend, 10 different keys or 3 different keys or 7 different keys. You only need one, right? And that's what you're realizing. Remember, I was talking about the number 1. In different cultures, number one is written, you know, differently, right? So, and that's the energy that I feel here. What else, Spirit? This smells good, I'm hearing you saying. Yes, it does. I'm seeing you finally watering your plants, finally watering your garden, finally paying attention to what you need to. You may have recently purchased a basil plant, my friend. Okay. And you're going to literally be seeing flowers, the blooming energy, you know. Multi-purpose, I'm hearing. Multi-purpose. Some of you has to do with multi-purpose. The new cycle that you're starting is going to serve as a multi-purpose. I'm also seeing you growing, my friend, many things. You know, it's not only one abundance, it's many. The energy of many, many flowers. Whatever this happens to be for you, okay? I need a sip of my coffee. So it's like, for some of you, you're going to realize that you actually need something, you know, that it's actually, you have a need for something. As for some of you, I'm hearing it's like you have put something aside. You have put it in your cabinet, and it's like now you're opening that cabinet and you're seeing something that you're in need of, okay? Wow. Yes, I'm seeing you reaching. I'm seeing you finally reaching for it. Some of you, there's an offer coming, okay? What else, Spirit, for the collective? Yes. It's like something about the change of shape, you know? It's like the letter L is turning, and depends on how you turn it. Okay, you know what I'm seeing here? This is crazy. Spirit has actually brought my focus to my rune calendar. So you might be using some sort of a runic calendar. This is actually a Kauna rune, okay? Right here that I'm seeing, okay? And this is all about enlightenment, insight, knowledge, and calling. You're going to be called, my friend, and it's happening overnight. You know, it's like you receive this enlightenment, a calling to create something, you know, when it comes to beginning this new cycle, okay? You're receiving, or others of you are receiving an insight, and it's happening overnight. And it's like you're going to be very curious about it, because it's like you're receiving a glimpse of it, you know? A glimpse of this magical door, you know? A glimpse of this magical light. It has to do with light, my friend, with enlightenment. And it's like you cannot bear but be curious and be interested in this magic. For some of you, it has to do with magic even, you know? Especially if you know that you're very intuitive. You're going to stumble upon some form of a magic. And you're going to be so curious about it. It may indeed involve using herbs, maybe even basil, my friend. But you're going to be very curious about it. You're going to receive a spark of curiosity, you know? Yes. Yes, because it's so big. I'm seeing you being very focused, you know? But you're safe, my friend, okay? This is very safe. I'm not picking up any negativity from this energy. Not at all. It's safe for you to use something in your dish. I'm also hearing that, okay? Whatever that means to you, okay? Yes, and I'm seeing you soaring into the sky. I'm seeing you becoming stable. I'm also seeing this as a tree. A lot of stability here, okay? A lot of growth, a lot of stability. And as a final message, there's a kiss coming. You're about to be kissed by someone, my friend. You're kissing the magic. You're finally touching it. You know, there's an element of touch here that I feel as well. You're touching the sky. You're receiving a kiss. Wow. Amazing. And there's more to discover, I'm hearing from Spirit. There's indeed more to discover. I'm seeing number 28, which again, that's number 10. And we started with the number 10. So we're going to end it here. So there's a major cycle that is wrapping up. Okay. And you are on the precipice, my friend, of a new cycle. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm sending you peace, love, and abundance. All the best. Health and wealth. Take care, everyone. Until next time.